We got 6.9 million views with people getting outraged that Mr. Beast did charity yet again. So let's watch the video and then we can have a little bit of a discussion over it.
Has anyone ever tipped a car?
Oh my,
Y'all want to see the car? Holy!
Wow, Mr. Beast. Thank you so much for giving me the leftover Mr. Beast company car. I love the logos and the lightning bolt on it. I'm gonna love driving this to my waitressing job every day.
Has anyone ever tipped a car?
So, a lot of people have made the confusion thinking that this lady and this lady is the same person due to the fact that she is speaking on behalf of this lady. But it's important to understand moral busybodies don't really have rich and meaningful lives, so they like to live their life through the eyes of other people. This is why they talk on behalf of others. Now, the first criticism is that Mr. Beast has done this for publicity. And my question is like, yes, and? Like, I genuinely do not understand. Please, someone that thinks like this, explain it to me. If he were to spend $100,000 on a marketing team to put ads on YouTube, that would have been okay, right? Like, that is civilized, that is normal way of doing things in society. If he gives a car to another person and films that, oh no, that's problematic. Like, why does he do it? Why does he film it to get publicity like that? Now, I will tell you something. When I became a YouTuber back in the day and I started earning more money than I am now, it was a little bit breathtaking because you go from a place where you're poor and you don't have money and all of a sudden you're earning more than other people and you realize that you don't need that much. Like, you realize that you're making more money than you can spend, and it's nice if you can make someone else happy. And I did try to do that. Unlike Mr. Beast, I didn't film it, but it does feel good when you make someone else happy, when you see a smile on a stranger's face. Right? So, I do understand how Mr. Beast is like, and by the way, many content creators do this. But again, they do it behind the scenes. Unlike Mr. Beast, they don't film it. But it's their choice, right? Like, some people want to film it, other people don't want to film it. At the end of the day, it's their money. If you don't like it, why don't you earn cash and then give it away? Now, the second problem that people were bringing up is the taxes, right? Like, he actually has done a burden, a disservice to this lady by giving her this car because now she has to pay taxes for it. And I'm thinking like, wow, so left-leaning people are literally this economically inept. Like, if someone gives me a car and I don't know what to do with the taxes, like, number one, you can just not take it. You can just refuse to take, like, look, the taxes, too much. But number two, you can sell it. It looks like an expensive car. It looks like a Honda. I think it's a Honda. It goes Honda, as the old joke likes to say, right? So you can sell it, and then you pay the taxes, and you keep the rest of the money. It's still better than a tip, I would think. It's still more than 15%. I don't know what Mr. Beast ate there. I mean, despite the nickname, I don't think he eats that much. So it's better than a tip, but hey, you know, you don't like it, give it to the restaurant owner. He can pay taxes. It's such an astonishing way of thinking. Where, oh my god, there are no solutions. Oh, society is to blame. Society. It's like, dude, learn to be in control of your fucking life. Jesus Christ. So anyway, right, that's one of the things. But I noticed that a lot of people hate charity now. Like, they really despise charity. Like if Mr. Beast went and donated this car to some LGBT activist group, perfectly fine. Right? If he donated to some BLM group, perfectly fine. But if you just donate it to a random person on the street, oh no, we don't do that. Like, that is horrible. That is like, how dare you? It was the same, but not as bad, with Hassan Piker, which gave $500 for every single dog in the pound, so that people can adopt it. Right now, I don't agree with Hassan Piker. I'm not, part of the ideology that he is spreading. But when he does that, I can say, yeah, you know, like, that's interesting, you know, like, he did it, good for him. I don't hate him for it, but like, people legitimately hate it for it. And it's this idea that like the only entity that should do charity is the government, right? So the only way that charity should be done is to pay taxes to the government, and then the government redistributes that wealth. That is literally the only correct solution. And this is from the people that are on the left, which has the ideology that the rich should do more. And when you actually find someone rich that does more, they're like, oh, well, not like that. Not like that. No, it's like that. And again, like, the interesting thing about it is that, of course, this does not change society, right? Like, giving a card to a waitress does not change anything in society. But I guarantee to you, if you are that waitress, it's a memorable experience. Like, if more people did this, obviously not giving cards, because not everyone can afford, but like, if more people did these random acts of charity and kindness, it would change society. Like, Mr. Beast is literally one of the people that you can emulate in your life. And you can be like, well, at least in this particular instance, right? And not with the other things that he does, but like, you know, paying for the medical bill for someone else, or giving a card to someone, or doing these things. If more people were this charitable, society would be a better place to live. But no, apparently the moral of the story is don't be like Mr. Beast, right? Like, do not do these things at all. Now, what's interesting about it is that Mr. Beast released a follow-up video. The follow-up video only has 2.6 million views, right? So most people aren't going to see the debunking, but listen to it.
Well, of course, take it. Enjoy the car.
Thank you so much.
You can get rid of the logo.
It's kind of cool.
Hey, I agree.
I'm giving a little bit. Is it not giving? I think I'm gonna keep it.
So, notice how happy she is. Notice how excited she is, like, number one. And number two, every time he gives these prizes to people, he offers them the option of taking the money. So, he is willing to sell the prize and then pay the taxes for that prize and give the money to the person. Like, what more can you want? Now, I just want to point out, I do not know Mr. Beast. Like, for some reason, when I bring him up, I see some people being upset about his behavior. I generally do not know. I assume that anyone that is on the spotlight on the internet and has millions of subscribers is going to have some sort of dirt on them. They're going to have some sort of behavior that aren't good. Okay, I genuinely don't know. Like, honestly, I'm not trying to defend. I do not know. But when you attack people for doing charity, you make them look like saints. Like, you literally make them look like martyrs. So if you're a person that doesn't like Mr. Beast, the thing that you don't want to do is to attack when he gives to charity. That's why I don't attack Hassan Piker when he does charity. Right? Unless you're doing like some sort of meaningless charity. You know, you go to the Metropolitan Gala and you donate to charity, or you donate to charity to some activist group or shit like that. But when you generally donate to like actual human beings and you make them happy, I do not see how I can criticize you for that. I do not care who you are, right? Like, you can be the worst person on earth, but when you do that, I will not criticize you for that. I will criticize you for the rest. But for that particular reason, I will shut the fuck up, because it's a nice gesture. Yes, I do think that more people should give to charity, and not to organizations, but to genuine people. Now, let me know what you think, and I will invite you to my birthday stream, so you can cheer me up, because I'm turning 37 today. I'm getting old. I'm willing to bet that there may be some people in the audience which are like, V, you motherfucker, I'm like 45, what are you talking? I'm sorry, look, I feel old. Like, what can I say? You probably went through this as well. Show some empathy. God. I'll see you guys in the well, hopefully I will see you in my live stream. So there's the link that should pop up, and if you click it, it will take you there.